Hi there beautiful people, welcome back to another video and welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi, my name is Femke and for today's video I am going to swatch 5 new colors, which is kind of like a sub nail polish collection by Catrice Cosmetics. So these did come with the square cap, but not your regular white or black square cap, but actually kind of like a soft pink cap. So for their latest Icon Nails collection update, they actually decided to get rid of those caps to also diminish any extra plastic that they use. But for this collection, for some reason, they kept it in and they made it pink. So this is actually called the Dream In collection. So there are 3 different names for these polishes. So this first one is actually one of the soft glaze ones. Then you have 2 jelly sparkle ones and 1 pure glitter one. So this first one, Haley Baby, is actually inspired by the donut glaze kind of nails that were super hot and happening this spring and summer. We have just reached fall, by the way, which is my favorite season. But yeah, they actually came out a little late in my opinion with polishes like these, but other than that, it is just a nice, like, soft, very gentle white with a very subtle pink shimmer in there. I have only applied 1 coat of this because I felt like it already looked really nice and decent within that first coat. Of course, you can definitely add a second or maybe even a third layer to make it completely opaque, but I actually didn't dislike the look of that first one. Then the second one is also the Dream In Soft Glaze. This one is actually called Drunken Donut, which I love the name of this one. It is pretty much similar to the first one, but it is a pink jelly kind of base with a lot of pinkish, purplish kind of shimmer in there. I have to say it is kind of like a pearlescent kind of shimmer, so it's not my favorite, and it is very, very sheer. It is way more sheer than the previous one, so I will be doing a second coat of that. Oh, and for the record, if you're like, Femke, what's happened to your pointer fingernail? I actually broke it. It was like a big bloody mess in my nail bed a couple of months ago. So yeah, if you've been following me on Instagram or maybe have checked out some earlier videos from me from like 2 months ago, you might have noticed that it was quite bloody and just a big old mess and painful, by the way. So I'm actually growing it out, making sure that I grow out the entire tear, which is already in my free edge, before I file it down and actually shorten the rest of my nails as well. But yeah, Drunken Donut, it is my least favorite from this collection, and that is simply because it is so sheer and it kind of is one of those pink colors that kind of make me look like it makes my skin look a little like, I don't know, it kind of looks off on me. Then the third one is actually called Sweet Jealousy. This one is one of the 2 jelly sparkle polishes that are in this 5-piece collection. It is definitely one of my favorites, even though it is a very sheer jelly polish. If you have been hanging out with me here at YouTube for a longer period of time, you know that I really love my polishes to be opaque or at least buildable within 2 to like maximum 3 coats. But because this is a jelly and jelly formulas tend to be super sheer, just a little bit more like buildable, but they pretty much stay sheer for like, even if you apply 6 coats, you will always see the natural nail lines like peeking through. But I love the fact that there is like a very subtle, quite finely milled flaky in here. I feel like it's really, really pretty. The next one that I will be showing you as well also has a flaky in there, but that flaky is a little bit more chunky. And this one is just a little bit more finely milled, but it's very magical looking, and I can't wait to try this color on top of just like a regular opaque creamy pink polish. I think that would be so beautiful. The flakies and just the shimmer glitter in this one, very gorgeous, very golden like, kind of like translucent, magical looking. I love it so much. Same goes for this one, the Dream In Jelly Sparkle 040 Jelly Crush. This just reminds me of mermaids and unicorns and all that jazz. It's very, very gorgeous. But as I mentioned, also this one is super sheer. It was actually more sheer than the pink version. But the flakies in here are a lot more chunkier, a lot more big. I pretty much love it, even though it is such a subtle like purple hue to the nail. I do feel like it makes natural nails like I have look more white, less yellow, stuff like that. So if you do have some discoloration in your natural nails, especially on the free edge, definitely check out this one, because it definitely gives like that whitening glowy effect. And I just love the chunky flakies in this one. It can be a bit of a hassle, just like you can see like me patting down the chunky flake a little bit back onto the nail. That can be a little bit of a hassle, but other than that, I think it's really beautiful. If you are like me and you like your polishes to be more opaque, definitely try this one out on top of a white or even any kind of purple shade. I think that would be looking super magical, very mermaidy, very unicorny. I just think it's a really, really cute polish. And yeah, that is pretty much all I have to say about this one. It is definitely my favorite next to the other jelly sparkle one. Then the fifth and final polish already. I'm just going to do one coat of this because it pretty much just is a pink glittery topper. I feel like you might get this one opaque, but only if you use a sponge and just really go in at it, like, if you know what I mean. Like, you definitely need like 5 to 6 coats to get a full-on glitter nail without seeing anything of the natural nails, like anything at all peeking through. So yeah, I feel like this one is more of a topper than just a color I would wear on its own. The base definitely has kind of like a pinkish, very sheer hue to it, which I'm not a big fan of that. But then again, I would use it as a topper on top of any like random creamy opaque polish. It is a very nice like silver and pink glitter like formula or polish, but on its own I would never wear it like this. But yeah, these were all 5 new colors from the Dream In collection, let's just call it like that. These polishes go for €3.95 in euros. If you have any questions on where to get them, if you are not in the Netherlands specifically, let me know. I can maybe provide you a link on where you can get them. I am not sponsored or paid or anything like that to do this video specifically. If you guys know me, I just love nail polishes and I'm pretty much a nail polish hoarder. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much and I hope to see you next time.